Okay, Coach, I think you're ready.
Yeah, before we talk hoops, second time we've kind of had to start out one of these press conferences addressing a tragedy. Thoughts and prayers, obviously, with the families of, Sarah Beckstrom and Andrew Wolf, the two, West Virginia National Guardsmen that obviously one was fatally shot and one was critically shot. So definitely thinking about them and their families. And one of our core components in our program is service. Believe, serve, compete is kind of our program philosophy. And again, whether it's active military, retired, I can't think of a higher level of service that somebody would do. And it's the simplest way to describe it is it's just sad, sad stuff. But definitely wanted to take the time to let everybody know my thoughts and prayers are with, as our program is, with the families of those two. And like I said, it's just sad. So from basketball standpoint, thought we got off to a good start, defensively in particular, made simple plays. We had a lot of respect for these guys coming into the game. Again, as we always do, like our guys were keenly aware that they beat Loyola Chicago as 23-point underdogs. They went down to Marshall last week and played a good Marshall team very, very close to the last minute. Miami of Ohio, was undefeated, and Mercyhurst was beating those guys with a minute to go. So they certainly had our respect. Coach Mangel's been there a long time. He's done a great job, and I think they finished third in their league last year, and they'll be right in the mix of that. And I thought our defensive activity on the ball, getting deflections, disrupting what they were trying to do offensively, was really good. Most of the night, there was the one little stretch in the first half where I thought it slipped a little bit. We had a little lack of communication. We lost Blunt, number 4, and their best player, and he made us pay. Kind of went on a little 10-0 personal run, but we were able to steady that and finish the first half right. And thought as the game went on, our communication level was really high on our switches, and did just enough to finish the game the right way.
Questions?
Russ, it's the fewest points allowed in basically 10 years. Especially the second half. Why was the defense so good?
Yeah, I thought our attention to detail was good. Our communication was good. We communicated. We were switching a lot, and so obviously you're going to be guarding different people. And I think in the first half, we didn't communicate clearly enough. If I was switching off a driver, maybe now I'm switching on to a shooter. And we lost those guys. And I thought as the game went on, we did a better job of communicating that clearly. And they run really good actions and put you in some difficult situations that we were able to kind of switch everything and level them off and kept the ball out of the paint and did a good job on 11. He's a good player, came in, averaged about 13 a game, and Blunt averages about 16 a game, preseason first-team all-league guard in their league. And you saw that one little stretch in the first half when he got loose. He hurt us, we just did a good job on those two guys all night long.
What makes Amir Jenkins so good, and why is the game coming to him so quickly?
Well, he's a good listener. We've talked about that before. Like, he listens to instruction, and then he has the maturity and the ability to process what he's being asked to do and then go do it. So that starts with that. He's got an incredible work ethic. He's always in the gym, as most of our guys are, and he likes to compete, and he's getting more comfortable. Again, you're talking about a guy that was not here for the summer, and then, got here and kind of got crash coursed in the fall, and he's a good player, man, and he's got a great heart. He plays to win. He's a competitor. And I think you'll just continue to see him getting better and better.
Was it a luxury to have a week of practice after you crammed 7 games into 20 days?
Yeah, we needed it, and we needed it for a myriad of reasons. And when Jackson got hurt in the summer, And then even in the month of September, we were disjointed. You didn't have Jackson. Harlan missed significant time in September with a hamstring issue, probably about a month. Kept him out. Morris was out about 3 weeks. And so you kind of had this revolving door of people that were in and out from a health standpoint, and what it did was it cut your ability to practice short. And then you play those first 5 games without Chance, and you know you're not going to have Chance and Jackson. So you have 8 players in your rotation. Well, that limits what you can do in practice too, because the last thing you could do at that point is somebody step on an ankle or jam a finger. Now you don't even have enough guys to go play games. And so what it really did more than anything, it allowed us to have like some competitive practices against ourselves. And that's what we did that first Tuesday and Wednesday. We just spent a lot of time playing the game itself against ourselves. Because you get in scout mode where you're just literally preparing for teams you're playing in a short condensed, and you don't get to play the game as much as you want to play. And so we got to play more than we had, and then got back kind of in your normal prep mode Friday and Saturday. So it was nice to have everybody out there and nice to be able to practice.
Defensively, this was obviously an improvement over the 2 games in Charleston. Is there a little bit that you